Okay, the Russia thing again, for the people that don't know, this is what I heard about it from many, many sources. This Wagner private military group, I'm going to call it Wagner no matter what it's supposed to be called. Private military group that was fighting in Ukraine for Russia, fighting for Russia in Ukraine, private, kind of like Blackwater is a private military group. Something took place. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. This private military group got attacked by missiles and other things. And the leader of the group, Prigozhin, accused Russia of attacking them. I don't know if it's true that Russia attacked them. I don't know what played out. Also, this Prigozhin fellow was critiquing the war, saying that what the Kremlin has been saying, the reason for the war in Ukraine is all lies. I don't know if that took place before or after the strike against his private army. Probably after. He was probably so pissed off. So I guess Prigozhin, like I said in the last video, has some high-level military friends that he knew he could count on. And I guess he got so pissed off that he got attacked by the country he's fighting for that he decided, I'm going to drive back into Russia and fuck some people up. And I think he also understood that if there was anyone with some real clout and power that were to stand up against Vlad, a lot of the military would join in on that effort because they don't want to die needlessly in Ukraine for nothing. So that's how it all started, from what I heard. And now it's at the point where hours and hours went by tonight where people were saying all over social media and on the news that this looks like a coup attempt by this Prigozhin guy against Vladimir Putin. Putin wasn't saying shit for hours. Then news came as this Wagner group took over certain buildings in enormous towns in Russia, military buildings with virtually no fight. In other words, the military people that were operating those buildings laid down their weapons. That's how loyal to Vlad they are. And, I don't blame them for laying down their weapons. Why would you want to die for Vladimir Putin? Waste of your life. So I don't blame them for laying down their weapons. And the only end game, the only legitimate or workable end game all this time was to take out Vladimir Putin. The people of Russia or the military of Russia or some high-level generals, someone needed to do it. It's the only end game where Russia can kind of reclaim its economy, everything. Its safety. Young men's lives are being wasted in Ukraine. So what's the only alternative? Because the war in Ukraine would last years and years because Ukraine has backers, financial backers, and has been given military equipment. And like I said before, Vlad stole all the money. Vlad and his buddies stole all the money. They didn't invest in the military at all. So you've got Ukraine that's been given money and weapons to fight the Russian army, which is, severely under-equipped, using old equipment or no equipment at all, and is not being resupplied. So that's a losing fight. And the only advantage that Russia has is they have more bodies than Ukraine, so they just throw more bodies at it because Vlad and his buddies don't care when they send a young man to die over there in Ukraine and not equip him properly. So hours and hours went by, and Vlad said nothing. So everyone was speculating, is this a coup attempt against Vladimir Putin? Is this Prigozhin guy trying to take over Russia? What's going on? Then news started coming out that Vlad's going to give a speech at 9 a.m. in the morning. Then it's Vlad's going to give a speech in minutes Then it's Vlad, the speech has been delayed indefinitely. Well, Vlad finally gave the speech, or one of his body doubles gave the speech, because I don't really think it looks like him, so it's probably one of his body doubles. But the message comes from Vlad. And surprisingly, Vlad didn't say, oh, don't worry about what the Western media and other people are saying. It's all bullshit. Everything's fine. No, that's not what he said. He said what's going on is treason. And these people that are committing treason against Russia will be punished. And he said a bunch of other things. But the point is, when a person like Vladimir Putin, who is a ruthless, fucking evil dictator, that's all he is. That's all the Russian government is. It's a dictatorship. It's not communism. It ain't socialism. It's a dictatorship. What Vlad says goes. That's simple. Don't take a degree in political fucking science to understand what Russia is or what China is. They are dictatorships. Simple. That's it. Period. For a guy like Vladimir Putin to admit a coup is underway is a huge fucking deal. For him to not do the usual, oh, don't worry about it, it's all bullshit. Don't listen to what's being said on social media. No, he's agreeing. He's admitting it. That is enormous. That is huge. And I was very shocked to see that even Vlad said, yeah, there's a coup going on. But man, this could be really huge. This could be really huge. And one more time, don't forget the effect it has in America. There is one political party in America right now shitting fucking bricks because they've been Russian backed for years. Excuse me, Vladimir Putin backed for years. That's why you see certain people in politics and in the news media on a certain end of the spectrum defending Vladimir Putin all these months and years and trying to cite the Ukraine war as a good thing and that Ukraine did something wrong and they should just make a peace deal. Well, I would look at, if I were you and you want to look at it in a realistic and truthful way and not whatever your political leanings may be. What if an army came into your town, started killing and raping people? How would you feel about that? Would you want to make peace with those people? Or would you want to defend your homeland against the aggressors? I think the answer to that question is pretty simple. And anyone being honest would admit it. Anyone who's not brainwashed or just so hopelessly attached to their political identity would admit, yeah, I wouldn't want to make a peace deal and secede some of my territory or my family to these people that are attacking you. It's disgusting what's happened in Ukraine these past, however long it's lasted, months and months and months. Disgusting. And only someone, Vladimir Putin, only someone that is just the epitome of fucking evil would do a thing. He is a modern day Adolf fucking Hitler. That's not an exaggeration. That's not drama. That's not being over dramatic. That is stating the very simple fucking truth. Vladimir Putin is one of the most evil motherfuckers ever born. He's disgusting. And if you want to talk about pedophile rings and sex trafficking and all that kind of stuff that so many people on social media love to tie into other things, Vlad would know all about sex trafficking and pedophile rings, and so would his buddies, and so would his political buddies in the US. Not the political people you folks talk about being associated with pedophile rings. And by you folks, you know who I'm talking about. No, Vlad and his buddies. One of them being Orange, by the way. Those are the ones that would know about pedophile rings. Trust me. Trust me. Have a good evening.